Well, welcome back, everyone, to the JMA Wireless Dome for Game 2 of this doubleheader featuring the Binghamton Bearcats and your hometown Syracuse Orange. We thank you for being on the call today on this live demand, on-demand version of this game. Syracuse took the first one, winning comfortably down the stretch. I'm Jack Stankey with Jahi Guise. And Jahi, what do you see from Syracuse in that first one that they kind of have to build off on and continue that hot streak in this one?
Shooting was stupendous. I saw everybody getting off shots from Steve Walsh to Jack Newcomb, Hunter Shorter, Ethan Blevins to Kazi on the literal last second of the game. Shooting has been the core of what got them that win.
Absolutely, and their mix of transition offense and their ability to get set in the half court and knock down those open threes really gives them, a tough look for opponents to try and defend.
Absolutely. I think if they can, one, stay aggressive on the break like they do, but also clean it up their defense on the inside. A lot of their interior defense was weak with the very athletic Bingham team. They were able to get inside, penetrate, and score, draw a foul almost every time. So once they can stop that, they'll really be able to get away with this game and make it not even close.
And honestly, Jahi, what we really have to look at, our player to watch of this game has to be number 7, our captain, Kazi Okira-Anglin. Went for 28 points last game, including, as you said, that last-second three. He is really just good at getting downhill and attacking the basket, but he also really does have that strap on him, and he's able to knock down those open threes. So Kazi has another big game ahead of him here as he looks to build off that 28-point performance. As we are set to tip here for Game 2 of this doubleheader, featuring the Syracuse Orange in white and orange letters, Binghamton in green and white lettering, as Walsh corrals the rebound for the Orange. And we are underway here in the JMA Wireless Dome.
I think it'll be really interesting to see how Binghamton's only got 3 players on their bench. How will this go for them in this Game 2?
Yeah, Binghamton definitely coming with a shorter roster today on that 60-mile drive up I-81 as Oz Elad gets Syracuse on the board as they lead 2-0. Newcomb with the board, instructed by Kazi to slow it down, finds Kazi on the right-hand wing. Okira-Anglin looks to make a move back out to Newcomb. Azalad controls at the top of the key with Walsh on his left. Alad pump fakes, bounce pass down low to Newcomb, and he lays it in, giving Syracuse the 4-0 lead. Syracuse leads 4-0, less than a minute here into this game. As Binghamton looks to get on the board, that's Rosenband and Ventura on the left-hand side. Back to Rosenband, top of the key. Binghamton was in it for much of the game until Syracuse was able to run away. They ended up winning by about 10 points as Rosenband puts up a corner three a little short as Elad controls the rebound and slows it down to his pace.
I like that closeout from Newcomb, contesting the shot.
Newcomb straight away three, little short. And it goes down to Binghamton. Player definitely to watch on Binghamton, Jahi, was number 22, Asher Court, the freshman out of Ossining, New York. He went to the Taft School for high school. The 6'5", 216 small forward really was able to show his versatility and his vertical, especially in that first game.
Yeah, I can say he's an athlete. He gets to the rim, and he's not going to be denied when he goes downhill. So
absolutely not.
That's where they struggle. And most of his misses were him just missing the layup. So if you can get him away from the rim and take that pressure away, you'll take away the shots they're getting on the outside. This game will be much easier for the Orange.
Syracuse tries to push the pace a little bit, and it looks like it goes off a foot of a Binghamton player as Syracuse retains possession and Elad controls. Stephen Walsh, wide open, corner three, knocks it down. Stephen Walsh loves this Dome hoops. He was dominating the last time they were in this building against Cornell, and he had a stellar first game as well. He gets off to a 1-for-1 start as Venturi goes right back at Elad and lays it right back in to get them on the board. 7-2 Syracuse.
Ventura may be little, but all game one he was attacking and getting buckets and getting fouls.
Kazi from the wing, a little bit off there. Good rebound corralled in by Ventura, who pushes the pace. Ventura loses control, attempts to keep it back in. That's Duhaney. Left-hand corner is Carr. Carr drives in. Tipped out by Elad. Back out to Ventura. Wing three, a little short. And they kept in, but unsuccessful, and it'll go down. Be Syracuse's ball. 7-2 Orange, 17-23 remaining in the first half.
That was a good effort play. I can say that, but you can't go airballing shots like that wide open.
Listen, Newcomb went down, and then they came down and did the same thing. So it looks like those 5-minute intermissions might have been a little too long for these two squads. As Syracuse looks to get back on the board here with Walsh dribbling around on the right-hand wing. That's a lot left side now. Down to Newcomb, wide open on the right-hand side. Lefty layup is good. Newcomb has his 4th points of the night, and Syracuse leads by 7.
You cannot ask for an easier shot than that.
Carr now for Binghamton, controls at the top of the key, defended by Hitaru.
He's got to know where his defenders are when he's got him out there on the island like that.
Carr looks to back down Hitaru. Ventura, wing 3, off the mark. Crowd in by Hitaru. Outlet pass to Elad, right-handed layup, wide open. It's in. Syracuse jumps out to an early 9-point lead. Elad gets on for his 2nd bucket of the game.
Those are those fast breaks and those transition buckets we were talking about that are so vital to the Orange's play style. Playing fast, what they do every day in practice.
Elad strips Carr and gets it to Kazi for the transition. Kazi, good bounce pass down again. Newcomb again lays it up and in, and Binghamton is forced to call a timeout. A 13-2 start for the Orange, 16-16 remaining here in the first half. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the JMA Wireless Dome as the Orange lead the Bearcats 13-2 with just under 4 minutes into this first half. As Jahi, what have you seen working well for the Orange so far to hop out to this 11-point lead?
It's been this transition defense, and honestly, Binghamton can't put the shot up or get it to go down. So it's been a few air balls, hard misses. So as long as the defense stays consistent, I see no reason that they cannot run away with this game as they should.
Yep, and as we pressed on the last broadcast, these two teams played each other closely last season. Their 2 games were within 5 points to start, and in the last one, Syracuse was able to hold on and win by 13. But Syracuse got off to a great start last game, and they're off to a really good one this game as Hitaru with the steal as Elad pushes the break. Down low to Newcomb, and he puts it down by accident with a double dribble going down Binghamton ball.
Yes, you got to remain locked in. Plays like that are too silly for a game that was so close the game before.
Basso controls on the left side corner, down low to Court, and corralled in by Kazi. One-handed outlet pass to Hitaru, right-handed layup on the left-hand side is good. 15-2 Syracuse. Binghamton looks to get anything going here on offense. They've been held almost nearly scoreless. As a bad turnover there, taken away easily by Stephen Walsh. Up the right-handed side, acrobatic layup, no good. The follow-up, no good as well by Hitaru, and Walsh will go to the line and shoot 2. So Stephen Walsh played extremely well last game and continues to show out in this dome. I don't think that depth perception is an issue here in the dome for Steve Walsh.
Not at all. He knows where that basket is every time he goes up.
As he knocks down the first free throw.
I don't think there's ever a moment where Steve Walsh sees a shot he can't take.
Absolutely. And, you need that type of player on your team that isn't afraid to just shoot the ball right away and without hesitation. And that's the way that you get easy buckets here, especially at this club level. Walsh hits the second. That's his 4th point of the night. And Syracuse leads very largely, 17-2 to start. Carr on the left-hand wing. He's defended by Alex O'Neal recently into the game for the Orange. Straight up was Walsh. And O'Neal was coming in at the end, and the foul will go on Walsh, who got his body on there. So it will be Jaden Carr shooting 2 for Binghamton.
I thought that was going to be a great stop from O'Neal right there. He got a clean swat on that one.
Yeah, Walsh was able to stay up high as Carr knocks down the first. Binghamton really struggled from the line, Jahi, in this first game, shooting well under 40% at best. They definitely need to change that if they want to hop back into this game. And that's a good start for Carr. Jaden Carr knocks down both of his, and Binghamton now has 4 points on the board. It's 17-4 Orange. Kazi controlling at the top of the key, waits for Stephen Walsh. Straightaway 3 is off the mark. Rebound, one hand by Newcomb. Newcomb drives down. That's Alex O'Neal. Pump fake on the right side wing.
You got to shoot that, O'Neal.
O'Neal comes down, tries to dribble back out, and it's taken away by Binghamton. Carr behind the back, off the backside of Kazi, and it stays Binghamton ball. 17-4 Orange, 14:44 remaining here in the first half.
You are losing by too much to try to pull out some Magic Johnson behind the back pass. That is disrespectful.
Carr controls on the left side wing, defended by Alex O'Neal. Good spin move there by O'Neal, by Carr, and O'Neal gets called for the push in the back. So it remains Binghamton ball, and that's another foul on the Orange. Court, left side wing. Drives in, looks for Basso, but it's taken away by Carr. Alex O'Neal straight away three, a little off the mark, and it's corralled in by Anthony Thomas. Thomas, the senior, coming in for the first time today. Gives it out. It's Kazi on the right side wing. Makes a nice move, gets downhill. Tough finish, is off the mark, and tapped back in by Alex O'Neal. Good effort there by O'Neal to get on the board, and they lead 19-4.
I love that effort from O'Neal to get up there through the contact.
Really good move there by Court. Yes, he is a bucket, Jahi. Nice pull-up jumper there as he gets back on the board this game, and it's 19-6 in favor of the Orange. O'Neal straightaway three off the mark, brought in by Binghamton. That's Dehaney. Up to Carr, left-hand side, bounce pass to Court, a little short on the floater, and the tip back is back in. Court with two quick buckets, 19-8 Syracuse, a 4-0 run for Binghamton. Thomas with the right-hand dribble up to O'Neal on the right-hand wing. Pump fake, push back out, and that's Kaza Okira Anglin. Thomas pump fakes, drives in, tries to kick it out. O'Neal, nice catch. O'Neal in the corner, kicks back out to Thomas. Drives in left-hand side. Tough layup is blocked by Court. Rebound corralled in by Newcomb is no good as Binghamton and Basso is able to hold it and take to their own pace. Good pace here by Binghamton. They're on a quick little 6-0 run as here come the green. Court straightaway three. It's good.
I ain't seen one of them from Court yet, but I like it.
Asher Court, the freshman, knocks it down. That's his 7th straight point. And it's a quick 7-0 run for Binghamton. Syracuse up 19-11.
We've seen something from Court before, but this is a little more scary. The shot is what really puts the fear if you see the way he drives as well.
Dehaney spins on Walsh. Tough shot, no good. Kazi with the rebound. Okira Anglin brings it up for the Orange. Drop back pass to Walsh. Walsh up the left-hand side. Reverse layup is good. Acrobatic shot by Stephen Walsh. What a shot by Walsh. 21-11 in favor of the Orange. Wow, Jahi, what a shot.
Man, I haven't seen something like that since Kyrie Irving. High off the glass with the English.
You hear that, Stephen Walsh? You're getting comparisons to Kyrie Irving here from Jahi. You're doing something right. As Binghamton will go to the line, that is, again, Jaden Carr, who's 2 for 2 from the line so far. The senior point guard, 6 feet out of Ossining High School in New York. As Carr knocks down the second, and makes it 21-14. And into the game comes Ventura for Carr. Syracuse leads 21-14 with a little under 8 minutes gone here in the first half, as they try and push the pace a little bit in transition, but they need to get something going here in the half-court offense, Jahi. They haven't really been able to get anything other than some transition layups. So Anthony Thomas looks to change that up, drives down right-handed side, tipped out by Dehaney, and it stays Orange ball.
Yeah, they're really struggling to make the defense move. They can't get the defenders out of position. Everybody's knowing, they're predicting their moves. They're not moving fast enough, and this is looking a little stagnant.
They are looking a little stagnant on offense here as Thomas tries to change that up. Dribbles down with the left hand, and he is fouled going up. That's Tobias Martin of Binghamton, the sophomore, fouling him from Chappaqua, and Thomas will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Binghamton, number 12, Tobias Martin. Thomas knocks the first one down, his first points of both games here. Anthony Thomas, the senior point guard, appeared in 14 games last year. Started a lot of games at that as point guard, averaged 3, 3, and 3 across the board. Good numbers in some limited playing time for Thomas. As he misses the second one, a foul on the floor is called against Syracuse, and Binghamton will regain possession with 11:35 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, I really want to see what these bench guys can provide after a long game one from all the main rotational players.
Ventura pull-up jumper from the left hand. The elbow is off the mark, and that's Alex Roth bringing it up for Syracuse. Back out to Alex O'Neal, drives in right-handed side, taken away by Binghamton. That's Vasios Demos from Mineola, New York, as he goes up and is fouled by Roth, and Demos will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I just need this half-court offense to improve. If Syracuse really wants to stop this run, they've got to get their points on the board as well.
Syracuse with 5 fouls already. Binghamton only with 2. As Demos misses the first one, and into the game for the Orange comes in Cole Martinez, the senior shooting guard. Also into the game was Hunter Shorter, the senior center for the Orange, and Anthony Rabiziak as well. Demos knocks down the second, makes it a 7-point game as Thomas comes down, calls out a play, and looks to get something going here in the half court. Shorter sets the free throw line screen and is taken away quickly by Binghamton. Basso up the left-handed side, and he's stopped and one. Basso able to lay it up with the right hand on the left-hand side. He's fouled by Anthony Thomas, and a chance for 3 points for Basso, cutting this to 4 points for Binghamton.
Yeah, he read that like a book. He went in there, stole the cookies. Got out on the break.
Really good defense there off the ball for Binghamton. As this game, Jahi, started off very well for Syracuse, 15-2, and now all of a sudden they've gone on a 15-7 run. 16-7 run now is Binghamton. So Syracuse needs to get something going just about halfway through the first half here.
Yeah, the tides have shifted, and you can't let that happen.
Eric Roth spin move down low, and he's fouled driving to the basket. Foul on the floor. Demos will pick up the foul. That's his first. Push in the back, and Syracuse will inbound from under the hoop. Substitution for Binghamton here, as Basso will come out of the game for Binghamton White. I know their jerseys are green, but they go by Binghamton White. There's also a Binghamton Green club basketball team, so we'll refer to them just as Binghamton or the Bearcats as for now. Cole Martinez has a screen sent by Shorter. Martinez, crossover, makes a move, step back. Tough shot, won't go, rebound by Dehaney.
But I like the confidence from Martinez right there. That's what you need.
Demos, followed up on the layup there by Binghamton as they need the timeout. Syracuse does. Tobias Martin with the follow-up. 22-20 in favor of the Orange. 10-15 remain here in the first half. A great run here by the Bearcats. Let's see what Coach Mazzinelli can cook up here in the timeout. And Jahi, we see that Mazzinelli, he's one of the main managers for the Syracuse men's basketball team. How do you think his experience there really helps translate to help these guys on the court to a couple of victories?
I know. I think, one, seeing such high-level basketball players, having to work with them, seeing what they need to work on, it probably allows him to get a good analysis of the game. So if you see William Kyle's, Kyan Anthony's, J.J. Starling's mistakes, I think when you can analyze guys like this, you can help them a lot more get better at what they need to work on.
Absolutely. Coach Mazzinelli in his second year with the team. As Syracuse makes some subs, it'll be Newcomb, Elad, Okira Anglin, Hitaru, and Stephen Walsh for White. 22-20 Orange, 10-15 remaining here in the first half as Elad will bring it up.
I personally think Hitaru is such a vital part of this offense. Someone who's got college basketball experience playing D3, and there's the turnover.
Turnover there by the Orange, but able to be recorralled in by Stephen Walsh. Syracuse looking a little sloppy here in these last couple of offensive possessions. Okira Anglin, he's blocked by Tobias Martin. He'll stay Orange ball.
That is what you need. You know Kaz is going to get to the rim real aggressively. So Binghamton reads it, and they collapse, and he doesn't have his eyes up to get the ball out.
Elad to inbound for the Orange. That's Stephen Walsh on the left-hand wing. Spins around and makes a move on Demos. Out to Hitaru, top of the key. Elad, wide open three, just off the mark. Tough rebound there by Demos as he corrals and brings it down for Binghamton. Demos slows it down to his own pace. Pump fakes, turn around. Tough shot, no good. Rebound by Newcomb. Elad brings it up. Asks for the screen from Newcomb. Quickly slips off that. As Walsh now controls at the top. Stephen Walsh, the sophomore shooting guard. Really one of those premier scorers for this Syracuse team, but he will be called for a travel on that one. As into the game comes for Binghamton. That's Court, Carr, and Bemos. And Basso, excuse me. Basso, Court, and Carr in for Binghamton, along with Rosaband and Tobias Martin to round out the Green Five. Binghamton down to 22-20 with 9 minutes remaining here in the first half as Carr looks to set something up for the offense.
Yes,
Martin calls for the screen. Martin sets the screen. Carr, tough dribble, tough pass as Hitaru gets hit in the face, and he will need a second because that definitely hurt.
Yeah, I heard the smack from over here.
You can feel that, and any of you basketball nerds know that. I'm sure you can even feel that through the screen at this point. So Binghamton will inbound as it'll stay their possession as Carr looks to set something up for the Bearcats. He's defended by Hitaru. Basso waiting to set the left side ball screen. Rosaband pass fake over, defended by Elad. That's Court. Wide open three. Knocks it down.
He comes straight off the bench and finds a way to score again.
Asher Court gives Binghamton their first lead of the game. A really good run here from the Bearcats. They lead by 1.
I think he's now the first player in the game with double digits. He's got 10 after that 3. Elad with an open one.
Tipped out by Hitaru, and that's Court by himself. Court throws it down. Asher Court showing that vertical off as he really just elevates there, Jahi. You don't see a lot of guys in this league doing that play.
No, club basketball is not where you find a typical athlete, but this is where Court stands out.
Court able to slam that down, gives him his 12th point of the night, and Binghamton now leads by 3. Elad sets the off ball for Akira Anglin, who tries to cut in, and now it's Hitaru top of the key. Hitaru drives down the left-hand side, spins around Walsh. Walsh right-hand side, back to Hitaru top of the key. Hitaru drives in, wide open layup. Good move there, easy bucket. That's exactly what Syracuse needed, Jahi, to get back on the board.
That quick first step was too much for Binghamton, giving him a wide open layup, catching him off guard.
Basso trying to set some confusion for Carr, who's defended by Hitaru. One-handed pass, nice. Rose wide open, knocked it down.
Man, that was a beautiful find from Carr to dish it to the corner with precision.
Arez Rosenband, the senior from Ward Melville High School on Long Island, knocks it down. Binghamton leads by 4. Tough shot there by Elad, drops. One of the captains on this team, a tough move there. Binghamton 28, Syracuse 26.
Yes. Walsh creating offense for the Orange. That's beautiful.
Court, straightaway 3, no good, and it's rebounded in by Elad. Elad drives on down. Looks like it'll stay Syracuse ball.
Yeah, Elad, as a captain, his aggression means so much to the team. So as long as he stays confident, stays vocal and aggressive, this team can stay afloat.
100%. 100%. And Elad, you can hear him all around the dome being vocal. He's a vocal leader here for this Orange team. He's been on this team for a while now. He's one of the veterans here as a kickball violation. Keeps it to the Orange.
Yeah, I think this half-court offense is still a struggle. They've only scored 4 points so far since the last time what's the name? That the Binghamton went on a run. So it's looking a little rough.
And
missing wide open layups.
That definitely won't help. Walsh will hope to have that one back as he smokes the lefty layup. So Binghamton leads by 2, 6:27 remain. That's Court down the right-hand side, defended by Akira Anglin. Spin-around jumper is good. Asher Court really playing well for Binghamton right now. That's another bucket. He has 14 on the night.
Yeah, if you can't stop Court, you can't win this game. He's too aggressive. He's too good.
Okira Anglin tries to walk down court, tries to go right back at him. Step back jumper is off the mark and corralled in by Binghamton, who looks to push the pace with Carr. Hitaru picks up the ball, back out, all the way across. That's Rosenband, straight away three. It's good!
Carr to Rosenband again.
Arez Rosenband, 2 for 2 from 3. And Binghamton now leads 33-26. 5:45 remaining here in this first half. Kazi Okira Anglin looks to make a move down on court. Tries to go up with the right-hand layup is good. Tough finish there by Kazi. He's back on the board.
That aggression is crucial. Court will match that, but Kazi was stronger, and that's what you need.
Carr, defended by Hitaru yet again. In and out, Hezi.
Right,
pull-up jumper, that's off. Kicks it out, knocked down. Another corner three from Binghamton. That's Tobias Martin this time. And Binghamton leads 36-28.
Yeah, I seen that one coming. He was trying to lull him to sleep, and the three was there waiting for him.
He's trying to lull him to sleep, and the three was there. Driving kick. It was probably the most timeless play in basketball. As Alad tries to get one back, that one's off the mark as he gets his own rebound. Basso is going to get called for the blocking foul down on the baseline, as we have Steven Gomez and Cole Martinez now coming in for the Orange, with Binghamton leading now by 8 points. Again, Syracuse started this game on a 17-2 run, Jahi. And now look where we are. They are on a 34-11 run, Binghamton, in the last couple of minutes. Very impressive stuff from the Bearcats. And if Syracuse wants a chance to get back in and take this game too, they're going to need to start hitting those shots, number one, but they're going to need to get some stops, especially on this man right here, Asher Court.
Yeah, Court on the break is dangerous. It really is. He's fast and he's athletic. It's something.
Nice hop step and nice defense there by Hitaru as he's pushed out. And waiting for the call. The foul will be on Binghamton. Good hustle there by Hitaru. That's Jaden Carr picking up his foul, the senior. So good hustle there by the Orange will allow them to re-keep possession. And into the game now for the Orange comes the freshman, Ethan Blevins, number 8. Martinez will inbound on the right side wing. Okira Anglin defended by Court. Tries to make a move. No switch there by Rosenband. Okira Anglin out to Gomez. Drives down on Tobias Martin. Hop step through the lane. And that pass is a little out of reach there, as I'm going to grab the ball. And we're in.
Yeah, plays like that, Gomez has got to be more accurate. He had a shot. He had a man open. Got to hit him in his chest, right in his hands.
You know, Syracuse in game one of this doubleheader really showed that they were not afraid to shoot that ball as Carr gets down low. Rebound taken away by Blevins.
Oh, the little man getting up high off the glass for the rebound. That's what you'd like to see from a freshman trying to earn his minutes.
Blevins appeared a couple times in preseason play here for the Orange, looking to make a name for himself on this roster. Gives it over to Steven Gomez, who's already a veteran on this roster. Gomez drives in. Right-hand layup on the left-hand side is good. Gomez with his first points of the night. Now it's a 4-point game.
It's Gomez being patient. Give it a little one, slow step, get in the bucket.
That's Jaden Carr dribbling on the right-hand wing, defended by Hitaru. Coach Matsinelli likes this matchup so far. Hitaru's been able to keep Carr in check as Court straightaway three is off the mark. Another good rebound by Blevins, and he's pushed by Basso. A stupid foul 94 feet away from the basket there by Binghamton. So it will be Orange ball. That's another foul on Basso, who doesn't look too thrilled about that one, as Ventura will come in for him.
Syracuse is showing a lot of boys after that run. They slowed it down for Binghamton. Now they've got to find their rhythm on offense.
3:14 remaining here in the first half as Syracuse trails now Binghamton 36-32. Blevins will look to set something up for the offense as Sinelli calls out the play. Okira Anglin left side ball screen as he corrals on the right side wing. Makes a couple move in and out between the legs, and it's out to Hitaru. Hitaru, court switched on to him. Now it's Blevins. Left side corner. Knocks it down. Ethan Blevins with his first points of the day. And Syracuse is back within one.
Buttery smooth. I love it from Blevins.
36-35 Binghamton as Carr now trying to slow down the pace. 2:37 remaining. And
You can't dribble.
a little bit of an interesting call there. And
Nah, that looked like a double dribble to me. That ball never was touched by Hitaru.
didn't look like Hitaru knocked it out or anything, but Carr able to get his way down to the basket, knock down the layup, and get the foul. So now he has a chance at a three-point play. So Kazi Okira Anglin with a shocked look on his face as he hears his name on the loudspeaker being called for the foul, as Syracuse now trails by 4. Okira Anglin looks like there's a little bit of a wet spot down there as he slips. As our captain, our good old captain Ozilad, will help come in and mop this mess up. Jahi, again, I can't get over the fact that Syracuse was up 17-2 to start this game. And since that moment, they have been down. And Binghamton has been on a 37-18 run. That is 21-point differential. Has been helpful to a lot of things. Some turnovers, some bad misses for Syracuse, but it looks like they're going to try and get something going.
Oh, what a dumb mistake from Blevins.
And Ventura was on Blevins there, took one too many steps backwards, and gets called for the backcourt.
You just gotta be paying more attention. You cannot dance around with the ball. You move with a purpose. Get the ball across, start the play up.
Good defense from Jaden Ventura, the fifth-year senior out of Wonton, New York. As Carr now defended by Alex O'Neal, who just came into the game. Court rises up on the left hand, elbows off the mark. Another rebound. That's his third of the game for Blevins. Blevins tries to push the pace. That's out. Steven Gomez, pump fake left side wing. Now out to Blevins, tries to slow it back down. Blevins, sidestep, kicks back down Martinez. Straightaway three, just off the mark, rebounded by Carr. A minute 50 remaining here in the first half as Ventura gets downhill fast and one!
He finds a way to get it to go.
Jaden Ventura with another bucket. And the call, will be on the floor. So the basket will not count, and Binghamton will inbound underneath the basket. But another tough take there by Binghamton. Oh, no inbounding. They'll shoot 1 and 1.
Yeah, that was a great way to get to the basket for Ventura, but basket didn't count this time. Just his luck.
Ventura misses the free throw, corralled in by Okira Anglin. Syracuse trails by 4, minute 45 remaining here in the first half. Okira Anglin defended by Court. That's Eric Roth, straightaway three, just off the mark. Outlet past the court, 2-on-1 for Binghamton. Alley-oop and throws it down. Asher Court throws one down, elevates right over the ring. Gomez tries to get one back, and it's no good. Tries to get a quick three, but oh my goodness, Asher Court with the alley-oop slam.
Yeah.
Eric Roth tries to take it away, and it's taken away successfully by Gomez. Gomez left-handed layup, scoop layup is good, and stops the run there. So it's Binghamton 41, Syracuse 37, with just now officially under a minute to play in the first half.
I don't think anybody saw a lob pass to Court on their bingo card today.
I did not see, especially on that play, Eric Roth, although it was a 2-on-1, he was really in a good position there, but Court just so athletic, such a freak of nature, again, from the Taft School for high school, the 6'5", 216 small forward / point guard. That's what he's listed as, Jockey, the small forward / point guard.
What a combination.
What a combination, and he's been showing that off tonight as he glances over to us here as he hears us complimenting him. As O'Neal will inbound for the Orange, and they trail by 4. 35 seconds remaining here in the first half, and they will hold for 1.
You see, I think they clear out and give Kazi a shot. And there's been guys getting buckets, but Kazi has been very aggressive, and this would be a great time for him to show that.
Okira Anglin now defended by Court, who's right up in his grill. Okira Anglin tries to make a couple of moves, 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Alex O'Neal tries to make a move on Carr. Carr looks for the double team. Okira Anglin spin move, tough shot, and he is fouled going up by Tobias Martin. So Okira Anglin will go to the line to attempt to make this a 2-point game for the Orange.
Hey, why get your buckets like that when you can get them for free? Throw them to the line.
Absolutely, and Kazi Okira Anglin held to only about 2 points this game, but he's been, again, like I said, he had 28 the previous game, and he is definitely their main guy on offense. Their offense, when running through him successfully, they have a successful offense.
Yeah, you've seen it last game. You've seen it versus Cornell game 2 a few weeks ago at the Dome. When he is playing and when he's in a rhythm, getting to the rim and getting shots up, the floor spreads out. Everybody can get open.
Anglin misses the first, hits the second. 3.8 remaining. Binghamton will inbound from 94 feet away. Rosenband off of his hands, and Syracuse will get a last-second shot here.
And it's only a 3-point deficit here for the Orange with 2 seconds to go. Let's see what they can do.
The Orange were trying to argue that it should be inbounded on the baseline, but instead it's on the side. Alex O'Neal needs to throw one crazy up. Floater. Would have been good if it goes. It does not. And Syracuse, after a great start to the first half, trails the Binghamton Bearcats 41-38 here in the JMA Wireless Dome. We'll be back in 5 short minutes here. Welcome back, everyone, to the JMA Wireless Dome here for second half action for Syracuse Club Basketball as they trail Binghamton by 3, 41-38 in favor of the Bearcats. And Jahi, what do you need to see from Syracuse that they need to do a little bit better and that they need to stop Binghamton from doing to try and get the win in the second half?
Stop Court from dunking. I need them to stop Court from dunking. Don't let him get on the fast break. Don't let him get anything downhill. If he gets 5 feet within the rim, right now it looks like it's going in no matter what.
Court all the way up already to 17 points on the night, including 2 very, very impressive slams on the one end for Binghamton. But Syracuse hanging around. Again, they start off this game on a 17-2 run, getting everything really in transition. And we are back here for second half action.
Yeah, this Binghamton team looks very unified, and I think that's what helped them come back from down 17.
Absolutely. It looks like a group of guys that really go to battle for each other. As we are back here in the second half, Orange trail by 3. That's Tobias Martin, left side corner 3, starting off hot for Binghamton. Good shot there by Martin in the corner. It's 44-38.
That's how you start a half right there. That's how you choose what happens next.
Elad now on the left side wing. Good pass down to Hitaru, who puts up the easy right-handed layup on the left-hand side. Dehaney brings it up now for Binghamton, as Ventura will now set up the offense. Good move there by Ventura on Elad. Turnaround jumper, tough shot. Rims in and out. Tough rebound there by Newcomb, corralled in. Elad now will try and push the pace, and it's giving to Walsh. Walsh just passed the massive S in the middle of Syracuse's court. Tries to drive down. Reverse layup is good with the right hand on the left-hand side for Stephen Walsh. Now it's a 2-point game.
Love the acrobatics from Walsh. It's beautiful.
Ventura now for Binghamton, out to Tobias Martin. That's Basso. Basso looks to step into one. Good contest there by Newcomb. Dehaney right side wing defended by Walsh. Now switched on to Newcomb. Basso looks for Ventura. Ventura straightaway 3, just off, rebound by Okira Anglin. Syracuse looks to get some momentum here, back on their side here in the Dome. Okira Anglin straightaway 3, just off the mark. Good hustle by Elad. It's kept in by Hitaru. Kazi driving down the lane, and he's fouled. Good take there, and good hustle by Elad to set that up. Tobias Martin will be called for the foul, and Oz Elad will go to the line for 2.
That is exactly what you need. Oz having that hustle and that motivation to go after the ball, even after all that, that's what this team needs right now.
Absolutely. So Akira Anglin looks to tie this game back up at 44 apiece as he knocks down the first. As you hear Jaden Carr from the Binghamton bench. You can't lose the 50-50s. That's definitely one of the main messages given to any of these teams. You can live with them hitting open shots, and you can live with them outplaying you, but you cannot live with the team out-hustling you and outworking you. That's something that coaches will definitely strive for during the season. As Ventura, nice dump pass there to Martin. Basso saves it. That's Dehaney. Takes a couple steps in. Court, straightaway three. Off the mark, rebound. Strong one by Okira Anglin. Okira Anglin tries to push on the smaller Dehaney. Now it's Hitaru who looks to set up the offense at the top of the key. Walsh, left side wing. Newcomb asks for Elad to clear out. Walsh tries to give it down to the smaller Newcomb, and Basso with the good contest on that pass. No pass interference on that one, just like in the Bills game last night. And it will go to Binghamton. 44-44 here in the JMA Wireless Dome. That's Dehaney now out to Court. Court down the left-hand side, taken away by Okira Anglin. Stripped going up. Nice offensive play there, but it'll stay in favor of Binghamton.
That's what you need. If you can't stop him from getting to the rim, don't let him have the ball in his hands. That was good defense from Cosby.
A tie game here, 44-44, 17:35 remaining in the second half. Ventura wide open three, left-hand side is good. Binghamton shooting the ball really well this game so far. That gives them the 3-point lead.
Another lead change they cannot have if you don't want to go back and forth with the team. So streaky.
Walsh makes a tough move, and a faint whistle is heard across the court as Basso looks around shocked. That's going to be his third. So it looks like Carr will come in for Basso. And now Walsh goes to the line for two. Walsh knocks down the first. Into the game for Basso comes Carr.
You're honestly hoping you can get one of those magical Walsh games we've seen before where he cannot miss.
It's definitely a big help for this Orange team when you got a scorer like Walsh out there and let the other guys kind of facilitate and do their roles just as they need to. As Walsh hits down second, and it's back to a 1-point game, 17-15 remaining here in this contest. That's Dehaney, number 14, bringing it up for Binghamton. Cross-court pass to Ventura, who drives down on Elad. Ventura out to Bias Martin, drives in. Now to the top of the key is Court, defended by Okira Anglin. Court, stopped by Okira Anglin. Good on-ball pressure there by the Orange. Ventura, tough layup is good.
That has got to be his third and one tonight. Something about Ventura. He's not even the tallest on the court. He's probably not even in the middle of the pack.
Jaden Ventura, the 5'11", 175-pound guard from Wantagh, New York. He went to Wantagh High School. He's in his fifth year. And that sure shows the veteran on this team puts them back up by 4 with just under 17 left. Some play calls being called out now for the Orange as they look to set something up here in the off court. 2 pin-down screens for them on both sides of the elbow by Newcomb and Okira Anglin. Newcomb gives the hands off to Elad, tries to get inside. Good right-handed play on the left-hand side by Elad. And that makes it a 2-point game.
You can tell Ventura is an energy changer for this team because he got right back on defense. All you heard was his voice.
Ventura able to get downhill. Dehaney drives in, and that's going to go off of Dehaney's legs. And Syracuse will regain possession.
That was a great strip defensive play by Elad.
Elad, another tough play there by the senior. As Syracuse trails by 2, 16-14 remaining here in the second half.
There goes Walsh now. He doesn't see a shot he don't like.
A deep one from Walsh is good. And that gives Syracuse the lead. 51-50, Orange.
That's the Steve I know.
Ventura now on the right side wing, defended by Elad. Now it's Okira Anglin switched on. That's Court. 3 is smashed down. Laced one down by Asher Court. That gives him 20 on the night. And now Binghamton leads by 2. Okira Anglin step back. Corner jumper is good. Tough shot there by Kazi. It's all tied back up at 53 apiece. Jaden Carr defended by Hitaru on the right side wing. That ACC logo in the middle of the 4. Good defense by Elad. Tough scoop layup. Better offense by Ventura, who gives a good scream for the crowd as Binghamton goes back up 2.
You wonder what it is that makes Ventura get each of these shots off.
Okira Anglin gives it up to Walsh with the sidestep. Okira Anglin puts it right back up, and that's Hunter Shorter with the offensive rebound. Puts it up, and he's fouled. So Shorter will head to the line for 2. The senior center. Shorter appeared in 9 games last year, averaged 5 points and 3 rebounds. Some good minutes off the bench for Shorter, who looks to get on the board tonight. Shorter's first free throw is off the mark as Steven Gomez comes in for Walsh.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. When Steven was in, while yes, he had a turnover, his offense, he was able to score on the break and lead the offense just a little, and that's what they need right now.
And Jahi, they're going to need something, aside from missing 2 free throws, they're going to need something that is able to get them a bucket in transition or in the half court, because court is just going crazy getting downhill on this orange team as Okira Anglin's forced to foul him. And it will be 2 shots for Asher Court.
Yeah, the defense is what's got to step up. It's got to step up. They've been able to get the shots they want, and they've been falling. And if that continues to happen, this game will run away from you, no matter how many times you can score.
Court to the line, shooting 2. The first one hits every part of the rim and bounces out. Again, Binghamton leads by 2, 14:46 remaining here in the second half of this second game of this doubleheader. Syracuse took the first one by 10 points, and they look to do the same here and come back to give them the win. Court knocks down the second, making a 3-point game. 14:40 left here.
That's 20 points for Court now. I don't know if you guys caught that, but this man is not missing tonight.
He does not seem to be missing as Demos tries to make a good, quick play on the ball, but it's taken back by Elad. Elad now giving out to Hitaru. That's Steven Gomez. Gomez defended by Demos. Good defense there by Demos out of Long Island, and Dehaney corrals. Jathan Carr brings it down the right-hand side, slows it down. That's Ventura, straightaway 3, knocks it down. Jathan Ventura, another bucket, forces the Orange to call a timeout. Ventura's been hot this second half, Jahi, and that gives Binghamton a 6-point lead. It's 59-53 with 14:05 remaining. God, and Syracuse, they need to do something differently here on defense, and they need to start getting the ball in the basket on offense. Jahi, what are they going to do to turn this game around in these next 14 minutes?
Well, one, you have to get a stop. Before the offense has come back, the offense is now better rhythm. It might not be as good as it needs to be or as good as it did in game 1, but you need to get a stop. And outside of that, they also have to get back and get more points on the break, more fast breaks, easiest buckets you can get a basket.
So Syracuse trails by 6 here. They were forced to call a timeout. And again, if you were unable to join us for the beginning of this game, Syracuse started off very, very hot on a 17-2 run. And since then, it's been mostly Binghamton, but in Syracuse's defense, even though they've been a little in it versus out of it, they've kept their head steady, and their way in this game, they only trail by 6.
Yeah, but the 6-point lead that Binghamton has, it doesn't tell the full story of where they started.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because coming back from down 17 in just one half tells the story of how aggressive this Binghamton offense is.
So the Orange look to get something going, and they'll get it in the hands of their experienced backcourt of Steven Gomez and Cole Martinez, 2 seniors. Martinez out to Eric Roth, number 21. Drives back down. That's Hunter Shorter on the wing. Back out to Roth. That's Elad, top of the key. Elad hand off to Martinez. Tries to make a move, defended by Dehaney. Gomez back out to Shorter, top of the key, 13:38 remaining. Elad pump fake down low to Shorter, and he's blocked by Court.
Easy rejection for Court.
Outlet pass to Carr, puts up the tough left-handed shot, and it's almost dunked back in by Court, who instead takes a little bit off of it and lays it in, giving Binghamton the 8-point lead. That is Court's 24th point of the night, dominating this game so far on both ends of the floor. Elad puts a tough one up, and puts it back down to 6. Syracuse trying to get the bench back into it, and that's Court defended by Gomez with no match for Court. Needs a bigger defender on him because that's 26 on the night for Court. 63-55 in favor of the Bearcats. Elad, free throw, pull-up jumpers off the mark. Rebounded by Carr. Court in transition. Elad is forced to foul him. Sends him to the ground, and Court will head to the free throw line shooting 2.
I think without Kazi in, there's no match for Court. Not size or athleticism. There's no match for him outside of Kazi.
Yeah, Okira Anglin and Hitaru has been switched onto him a couple of times. He's struggled. Okira Anglin has struggled. Court really has just been having his way here with this Orange team so far, looking for his 27th and 28th points of the night.
Yeah, guy with so much size. Like you said, 6'5", 215.
Yep, he's lifted at 6'5", 215, the freshman out of Ossining, New York. Yet again, he is a is a small forward point guard. So that shows off his skill, his shooting skill as well. He's hit down a couple of threes in both of these games today. So
yeah. It reminds you of that point forward build.
On NBA 2K.
Yep. A little dangerous. They do it all.
A little dangerous. So Court shockingly misses both. And Syracuse will regain possession. They trail by 8 with 12:30 remaining.
Yeah, you see they put Kazi back in. I don't think he's allowed to get much rest in a matchup like this.
Yeah, Okira Anglin needs to be in this game here. Walsh bumped out of midair by Dehaney, no call. Demos tries to control for Binghamton. Pass fake there, and the tough move by Demos.
Oh, I've seen something like that before. Demos getting
Kind of looks a little bit like Luka Doncic playing at his own pace and kind of slowing it down, and he's done a good job of that this game so far. He has a couple of buckets inside, and it's been off of pump fakes and easy layups.
Yeah,
Walsh tries to gives it down to Martinez. Corner 3 is off the mark. Rebound by Demos. Ventura now in transition. Ventura left-hand layup is good. Another bucket for Binghamton. Orange now in a little bit of a pickle. They trail by 12. Anthony Rabarziak will come back in for the Orange on the bench as Kazi Okira Anglin looks to get something. One of their main go-to guys here. Drives in on Court, defended so well by Court. Stephen Walsh defended now by Dehaney. That's out to Elad, switched on to Dehaney. Walsh with the right side, ball screen, no movement on the offense, and one! Ozzy Elad gets a nice roll there, and that might just exactly be what Syracuse needed to get this run stopped for Binghamton. As now this could be brought back down to single digits. Nice momentum shift there, hopefully a one for the Orange.
Yes, Oz with a great drive, finding a way to get it down high off the glass. Captain always finds a way to move his team.
So Ozzy Lod with the chance at 3. Knocked down. 67-58 in favor of the Bearcats. 11:23 remaining here in the second half. Carr brings it down with speed. Pushes off on Elad. Puts down the tough bucket. And helps up Elad. Doesn't look like that was too intentional. But a good bucket there from Jaden Carr yet again. And Binghamton's back up by double digits.
There's 3 problems here for Orange. Carr, Court, and Ventura.
Yep, absolutely. It's Kazi Okira Anglin knocks down a tough shot. And they just need a score in the stop, Jahi. That's exactly what Syracuse needs. They got the score. Now they just need the stop.
Now they need to make a pattern out of that. They have to do that for the next 10 minutes, get stops.
Ventura with a really nice pass down low to Asher Court, who finishes it again. He's at 28 now, Jahi. He could have 40 by the time the game's over.
Oh, man, and that's not something you want to hear as an Orange fan.
Okira Anglin gives it up to Elad with his second and one in the last 3 possessions. The senior captain putting the team on his back, trying to get him back into this thing. For 3 at the line.
Yes, and Oz is never known as your biggest scorer, but when you're a leader, you do what's needed of you when it's needed of you.
So Elad now a chance for his 6th point in the last 2 offensive possessions here for Syracuse. Elad, nice stroke on that one. Knocks it down. It's a 7-point game.
Aggression, back-to-back and ones, you don't see that often. That shows you how much he wants to win.
Absolutely.
Like contact.
This could be one of the last times that Elad faces this Binghamton team in his club basketball career. So he'd like to get off to a good start as Court is called for the travel on the jab step. And a good turnover there if you're Syracuse, trying to get something back momentum-wise for this game as Rosenband comes in for Binghamton.
I think Court saw somewhat of a mismatch with the matchup he had right there and said he thought too fast, faster than his feet could move.
And I can tell you one thing, Jahi. Court does not look 18 years old. I can tell you. He does not look 18 years old. His newcomer looks up with the left hand. It's good. That knocks it back down to 5.
This is how you close it out. Keep knocking them down one by one.
The Syracuse bench starting to get into a defense chance around for the couple of fans here. Jaden Carr looks down to walk down Okira Anglin, giving up to Court with Newcomb on him. Newcomb hands up, tough shot there by Court. The right hand hook is good, and that's 30 for Court.
You cannot deny the versatility in his scoring. It started off in the first game of him getting to the rack, but he's done everything. I just seen him put up a sky hook.
He really is doing everything out here for this Bearcats team as Rabarziak straightaway 3 is a little off the mark. Chased down by Elad. Walsh cutting inside, good. No foul call there. 5-point game yet again. 9-11 remaining here in the second half.
That was beautiful. The soft touch off the glass for 2. Walsh, I need you to keep that up.
Court, ball fake on Newcomb. Tough move. Free throw line jumper is good. Asher Court, another bucket. That's 32 for him as Binghamton hots back out to a 7-point lead.
Asher Court had him spinning around in circles. When you see that, you got to put the shot up.
Okira Anglin and Court laughing next to each other on this court because Court is the one getting the last laugh so far. Okira Anglin, good defense there by Ventura, who came in on the switch. Stephen Walsh, tough shot is good over Carr.
It's 2 in a row for Walsh.
Back down to 5. 8:22 remaining. Binghamton will look to play at their own pace here, not look to let Syracuse back in this game. Tough move by Court. Right-handed layup on the left-hand side is good. Give him 34 on the night as Binghamton leads by 7. Newcomb's trying, man. He's out there, and he really is trying to put up with the athleticism of Court. Tough layup there by Elad. Down to 5. They need a stop here. Syracuse has been letting Court get to his spot all night, and they finally get a miss.
Yeah, this is probably the most dominant club basketball performance I have seen.
Okira Anglin with the reverse layup knocks it down to 3.
Beautiful.
Syracuse now with some momentum as they look to see what they can do here. 7:25 remaining here in the game.
Yeah, now let's watch out for Oz Elad. It looks like he's 1 point away from his season high.
Elad's been playing great so far this game. The veteran leader on this team. Carr defended by Okira Anglin. Now it's Court with Elad on his back. Carr straightaway 3. Short. Rebound fought for by Newcomb. Foul called. Who will it go against? It will go against Rosenband of Binghamton. And a 3-point game gives Syracuse back the ball. 77-74 in favor of the Bearcats. Into the game for Newcomb comes Hitaru. Good job there by Newcomb, honestly, trying to put up with Court. It's definitely an intimidating task there with such a athletic player on the other team that's able to finish so well at the rim. He's able to shoot well. He's been dribbling extremely well as well. So a good game from Court overall. I should say a great game. He has 36 points. So here come the Orange down 3. Stephen Walsh drives in on Demos. Half spin Akeem Olajuwon style, and he's called for a travel from across the court. So
I saw a well-placed pivot foot and a good spin. But, ref knows what he's talking about. That's why I'm not a ref.
Referee, in his defense, he says he took 3.5 steps. That seems like it's over the legal limit of 3, Jahi, but not sure how that's a half step. But regardless, Syracuse trails by 3. Okira Anglin back to the line now for Syracuse as they trail by 3. 5:36 remaining here in the game. Kazi knocks down the first. That makes it a 2-point game. And he knocks down the second. A 1-point game now in the JMA Wireless Dome featuring the Binghamton Bearcats and the Syracuse Orange. Syracuse started off this game on a 17-2 run. Let's not forget that, Jahi, down the stretch here. As now Binghamton leads 77-76. A high-scoring affair here in this one as well.
Yeah, ever since they brought it into about a 5-point game, it hasn't gotten back to a good rhythm for the Orange.
Carr with a quick pass down low. The Demos defended well by Elad, and the rebound corralled in by Rabarziak. Elad now up to Hitaru, right side wing. Defended by Demos. Elad makes a tough move. Good bounce pass there. Easy layup, and Syracuse is back on top. For the first time in a while, the Orange lead 78-77. Jaden Carr, that's out. Demos, wide open 3. No good. Hitaru with the rebound. Elad looks to push the pace, controls. Kazi Okira Anglin, spot up 3. It's good! Kazi Okira Anglin with the 3. And Syracuse hops out to a 4-point lead. Jaden Carr looks to catch the defense, lacking and 1! Jaden Carr hits the ground hard and finishes through contact with the layup. He's pushed from behind. So Carr with the chance of the 3-point play. Right now, 81-77. Carr needs a second to get back up.
That was a tough drive, and he found a way to get it in.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what just happened.
I think he thought he was supposed to go to the bonus, but
okay,
hey, no.
Gotcha. So Syracuse up 4, and Ventura, too many dribbles, steps out.
You see the emotions have grown stronger in this building, and that's what you need. You need your team to believe in every play that they make. This is how the Syracuse Orange come back.
This Syracuse team has been fighting tooth and nail this entire game to try and work their way back into it. Kazi Okira Anglin on ball screen to the left of Walsh. Okira Anglin, Dehaney switched on to him. Dehaney tries to stay with him. Okira Anglin, step back jumper is good. Okira Anglin with another bucket. That's 5 in a row, and Syracuse leads by 6.
That's the mismatch he wanted. He doesn't want court on him. I don't think anybody does. But you want the bucket.
Good takeaway there by Hitaru, who was defending the cutting court, as Syracuse will now slow down the pace. 3:45 now remaining in the game. Syracuse up 6. Hitaru cuts in. That's Kazi Okira Anglin, top of the 3, off the mark. No foul called. Rebound Hitaru. Stephen Wall straight away 3. No good. Rebound by Basso. Fight by Elad on the floor. Good fight there. And it will stay Syracuse ball. Good fight by Elad to regain possession of that basketball.
Elad is relentless. A player like that going after every loose ball, every rebound, he wants it. He wants it.
Elad now to the line. He was fouled, so it'll be 1-1 for Oz. 3:30 remaining here, and that it's 1-1. It's 1-1, and no one moves off the rebound, so it will retain Syracuse possession.
That was a high IQ play. Nobody on the court realized that it was 1-1.
Another tough play that's not too much basketball related from Oz Elad. He's been having a stellar game. His season high in points. He's been really fighting so well down on defense. He's had some trouble. He's been tasked with, defending some troubling guards and, some players on the other team, and he's held his own. So the 5th-year senior here, Oz Elad, out of Tokyo, which is so cool. I never knew that. I learned that today.
Yeah, he told me he went to an American
Very
school in
cool.
Tokyo. Had
Very,
to be a
very
very
interesting.
different experience over there.
Absolutely. But his basketball powers and prowess never left. And that leadership skill seemed to just hone in a little bit more because Oz seems like he's taken this team completely by the reins this game and almost single-handedly led them back into this thing.
Absolutely. I think especially after noticing how much Kazi had to carry the first game and Walsh isn't in his usual rhythm. Oz is taking it into his own hands, like you said, doing what needs to be done. And you see the outcome. They've got the lead back, and it's by 6.
And on the day where Kazi in the first game had 28, you have Asher Court right now sitting on 38 this game. So you've had some stellar offensive performances here, but there's Azalad, who's able to lead and have his season high in points, and Syracuse now leads by 6 with a high IQ play there to keep the ball, as Carr doesn't like that call. So Carr goes for the steal. He's called for the foul, and Elad will go back to the line for another 1-and-1. Let's see if Binghamton will realize that this time.
You may not have noticed, but Court never came out the game.
No, he did not.
He's not rested today.
He did not. No, Court is an animal for this Binghamton team. Win or lose, he's had a stellar day here in the JMA Wireless Dome. As Azalad knocks down the first, makes it a 7-point game. And there's the second for an 8. So with 3:23 remaining, Syracuse back up 8 points against this Binghamton team. Carr brings it down off the leg of Kazi, and it will stay Binghamton ball. Nice little collision there by the Binghamton bench.
Something about that move just ain't seem legal, but, too much contact trying to block out the defender.
Absolutely. So Carr will inbound now on the left side for Binghamton, and they need to go. They're down 8 points with just over 3 minutes remaining, and who else would they rather have the hands in than Asher Court? That's 40. That is 40.
When he shoots the ball, there is a magnet in that net. I swear it makes no sense. He cannot miss.
Asher Court defending Okira Anglin. Okira Anglin, tough shot, tough release there. That's off the mark. Syracuse by 6. Binghamton with numbers. Floater by Carr's a little long off the back rim and out. Stephen Walsh corrals, 2:40 remaining. Carr picks up Oz at half court right by the Jim Boeheim famous signature here. Stephen Walsh drives in, tough left-handed lay, rims out, and kept in by Rabarziak. Walsh, pump fake. Looks like Binghamton's a little gassed here, Jahi, as Hitaru knocks it down. Izana Hitaru makes it a 9-point game with just over 2 minutes remaining. And Binghamton looks a little lifeless. They've only have 3 people on the bench, and it looks like the conditioning might just be coming out here. It's tough to play 80 minutes of basketball now. This is the last half of basketball out of the 4 that we've played today, and it just looks like it's becoming a little tiring for them.
Yeah, when you only got 8 guys, you can't really ask for much more in 2 games of full basketball.
You cannot. No, you cannot.
But I will say I commend their efforts, especially Court, who has not sat for a minute tonight.
Yeah, Court, a very special player, a very special couple games here in the JMA Wireless Dome. Again, he's on, I believe, about 36, 38, or 40 points tonight. He's been lights out, getting to his spots. Okira Anglo makes it a 10-point game, and Syracuse, we can talk as much as we want about Court, but they really showed a very strong showing in the second half.
Absolutely.
Jahi.
I think, the leadership of Kazi and Oz, you see why they're captains. They've been here,
Absolutely.
They've done it, and they can lead, they can score, they do everything.
Ventura, nice little pass down to Demos is good with the layup. So with a minute 34 remaining, it's an 8-point game. Game's not over yet.
Not at all.
But Syracuse will take as much time as they need off this clock before Binghamton starts playing a little careless, Todd lays it up with the left hand.
Sir, another easy bucket draw. Pressed up too high, got right past it.
That makes it a 10-point game again as Court tries with a little bit of a speed boost on Hitaru. Court loves that fadeaway jumper. It's good.
And it goes so often.
Court with another really good bucket. He's played incredible today. As Syracuse will pass it around, they lead by 8. And it looks like Binghamton will let them just do just that. So a really good showing here by the Syracuse Orange Club basketball team in the second half. A really good start. They were up 17-2 to start this game. And now look where they are. They win the game close to a final score of 91-83, barring any it looks like the clock's just going to run out. So unless Court wants to show me something cool with his with a self alley-oop or something. Court, can you throw it down?
See a little trolling going on by Kazi right now.
And that is the final score from the JMA Wireless Dome. The Syracuse Orange 91, the Binghamton Bearcats 83. A good 2-0 day from the Syracuse Orange. They were 10th last in the poll rankings for club basketball heading into 2026. And 2 wins against a tough opponent in Binghamton will definitely help them raise up in that ranking. Jahi, any final thoughts today from the Orange?
Oz Elad shows why he runs this team today. I see nothing, and even the things that don't show up on the stat sheet, hustling in ways you would see nobody else from the court even attempt to slide on the ground, put their body on the line. That's a leader right there. That's why they need Oz Elad.
As Court continues to amaze me. Final score here from the JMA Wireless Dome, 91-83. Thanks for joining us here. We'll be back.